is a threat in the world today. A threat to our way of living, a threat to our society, and maybe even a threat to our very existence. And what is this threat?
I completely feel like I'm part of the NWO every time.
Live from Stadium Tavern, it's Wednesday night.
Echo, 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 echo. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Wednesday Night Live from Black and White Sports at the Stadium Tavern. We are downtown Indianapolis, 802 Southwest Street, just southwest of Lucas Oil Stadium.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He is the one.
I am.
I am the ass.
He is.
And we are Black and White Sports, folks.
Obviously.
Could you tell? I don't know.
So we missed you guys for the whole week that we have been gone. So today is our season finale for season 2.
Yes.
So that's 40 shows from the Stadium Tavern. Amazing. Amazing.
And we just had our 1-year anniversary on the 18th.
We did.
We did.
We started from our humble beginnings on the porch.
That was the porch.
We started on porch life, and then we moved
front porch life.
Then we moved to a deck for a couple times.
Deck life, and then
had a couple garages.
Yep.
The layer.
Yeah, the layer.
Had a couple
now
layers.
It's a new layer, and you'll see that here. Well, no, you'll see the Stevens deck layer, the second BW Sports One layer. Sports layer here coming up for our college football preview. Yes, he says yes. And I don't know what he's doing over there. He's like in pause right now. I don't know what's going on. He's on pause right now. So we're going to talk about real quick. I watched the Nate Diaz, Anthony Pettis fight. And then I saw Nate Diaz win, obviously, and call out Jorge Masvidal. That right there, folks, is going to be whenever they book it. I don't care if it's in January or December. It's going to be the fight of the year.
So you don't think they're going to stick Connor in there?
No.
So I know I saw his name pop up.
No.
So they always want to throw people out there for challenges that or fights that they want to see, not the fights that we want to see.
Should see.
And I think I heard something that Nate Diaz was saying that the reason why he had been gone so long and hadn't fought so long because
he couldn't pass piss test.
Well, that too. And in fact, he said there wasn't nobody worth fighting. Wasn't nobody worth pissing clean for.
That's what he said.
You know what I mean?
He called out Jorge Masvidal and said, "It's the only real dude out here."
He
so
said, "Ain't no West Coast." Together. He said, "Ain't no West Coast gangsters out here no more."
That was a good fight, though. I thought that was going to be a good fight. Now Cormier, man, he got abused in that 4th round. I think it was. Man.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but from the highlights that I did see, it looked like it was pretty competitive from the first couple rounds.
It was a good fight.
He got him some in, and he got him some in, and then at some point in time, him some was just a little better.
Yeah, some got a little more.
Was a little better than him
some got a little more. This is true. It was a good fight, though. Pretty good fight card all across the board. You know, I don't know if it's Dana so much than a matchmaker change possibly is going to help the UFC out, but who knows?
Right. You know what I mean, when you get
let me tell you, if they don't put Masvidal and Diaz against each other,
you know, it's always going to come down to money. Why can't we make this fight work? Because this and this. Oh no, but as long as you got ESPN attached to it, I think that you're going to get
he's multitasking right now.
Yeah. I think that he was like I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was looking at a text from the wife.
Boss calling.
Yeah. We were talking about UFC. Yeah,
Yep.
I think if you got the ESPN tag with you, that kind of forces you to match better fights. Because they're not really going to put their money behind some stuff that ain't nobody going to watch. They're all about ratings at the ABC Disney Network.
So I just want to make up a little bit of comment here. Tommy Boy was in a little fender bender, couldn't keep the rubber on the road, and ended up, you know, is what it is. Shoulder feels a little like Damon's. Car is totaled. But you know what? You and if anybody else was in the car, because I didn't even ask you that, is all right. That's what matters. You can always we can always replace a car. We can't replace you. So glad you're here.
Oh, you mean in real life?
Oh
I
yeah.
thought you were talking about on the show.
Oh
I'm
no.
just kidding, Tommy.
Oh no.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he didn't keep the rubber on.
No.
He kept the rubber on the road, but he forgot to brake.
But that is a great segue into the Checkers and Records page. Don't forget to follow our guys, Tommy Boy and Howdy. They do a phenomenal
Boy.
They do a phenomenal job of giving you guys a great broad knowledge of the racing world. So obviously he is the record for the week. But I'm not one to talk. I'm not one to talk because I have some of the most obscure things happen to me on the interstate.
This is true.
Who gets their
Who gets
windshield
hit by a
busted by
drywall?
drywall?
Yeah, who gets hit?
on the interstate?
This guy.
Me.
Yeah, this guy.
So, but got a couple things to discuss before we get into what 95% of y'all have come here to watch us talk about is the NFC, our breakdown for the NFC this upcoming season in the NFL. Last week we did the AFC, and if I do recall, I came out with Kansas City, and you came out with the Colts.
Yep.
So,
I mean,
I like either one. I like
hope
either
you
one.
remember who you picked. I just threw a Tyson jab.
Jab, yes. I don't even remember Tyson throwing a lot of jabs.
Nope.
But okay.
But if he did, that would have been it.
Yeah, those are knockout blows.
Real quick though, I just watched 2:30 for 30s. Okay, I watched the Nature Boy, and I watched Chasing Tyson.
I didn't see Chasing Tyson.
Did you see
but
Nature
I saw
Boy?
the Nature Boy.
That was wow, 10,000.
Hey, my guy, Nature Boy. He lived up to every bit of styling and profiling.
Man,
limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling and dealing, son
limousine
of a gun.
riding.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
If you follow my personal page on Facebook, you see I post a lot of Ric Flair.
Woo!
That's my dude. But anyway, if you haven't been keeping up, ESPN's been going through the Little League World Series the past 2 weeks. They're getting down to the championship part. You got the international championship game. I was watching a little bit of that. It was Japan and Korea.
Mhm.
Didn't finish it. Very solid. I mean, wow. These 12-year-olds.
Wow.
I mean, these 12-year-olds
they
are
12?
throwing. Yeah, they changed the
hope.
they changed the birth date. Well, technically, they're 12, but they changed the birth date this year, so you have no 13-year-olds.
Gotcha.
So it's I think the oldest is 12.
Okay.
And I mean, you got some of these kids, I can't really say that they're not that size at that age because I have one.
But man.
But I mean, there's some big this is gonna sound so racist, but I'm not. It's amazing to see.
Get ready, folks.
Of the Asian culture, these tall of athletes. That's bad. They're normally not very tall.
So are you saying they're all short?
Yes, it's easier to run up a tree and kick you in your face.
Wow.
Jet Li, this tall. Yao Ming, this tall. Which one running up the tree?
Which one doesn't have to run? Just grab it.
But anyway, that's terrible. But
That's terrible.
You got the championship games coming up. There have been some pretty decent highlights. I know one thing they got going on tonight that's pretty cool. It's the kids cast. So
yeah, you were telling me about that.
Yeah, they got the some of the ex players that have played that are gone on. I think they're probably in high school now. I know Monet Davis, the young lady who was preaching a couple years ago, that was a phenomenon that crossed Kevin Hart up in the All-Star game.
Yeah.
So they got a kids cast. So the kids are doing the broadcast.
That's awesome.
They're doing the sideline thing. They're doing all the analysts. So that should be a pretty cool thing. That's popping on at 7:30. So maybe we'll slap Mariah on that and see if she can put that on there. So that'll
We
be
won't
something
really
cool.
slap Mariah, folks.
Not
I
slap
promise.
her, but slap her on that.
Huh? That way?
That way.
Uh-oh.
We got the look.
Uh-oh.
But like I was
That
saying,
guy wasn't supposed to leave.
who?
That guy.
Who's that
I
guy?
don't know. Whoever didn't pay for that drink, that guy.
What this? Oh, that guy?
Yeah. No, those are cool.
Oh,
Those guys are cool.
did he go to the bathroom?
See? He's eating. No. I think he's in the bathroom.
Oh,
So
maybe went to smoke a square.
maybe.
I don't know.
Hiding.
But if you get a chance, tune into it. It'll be pretty decent to watch these young kids who have journalism aspirations
Yeah.
in life. So that'll be cool to watch.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. What else? I don't know. Oh, the Crusaders, our Indianapolis semi-pro football team.
Yep.
Is in the championship game of their national league.
Yep.
It would be back-to-back championships for them if they were to pull this off.
True.
They had a pretty good season, very quality season, wins. They pretty much stayed healthy throughout the whole season. We had a couple of guys come out earlier in our season this year, talk with us for a little bit. Some nice young men, good organization. Hopefully we'll get to partner with them again in the future to do some things. But just if you have any opportunity to get out to Knightstown this Saturday, they are playing in the championship game for them. And what else do we got? Next week we'll be doing
Next week we'll be off on Wednesday.
Right,
Because
off
it's
on
our
Wednesday.
season finale. So we're taking a week off. But we will be broadcasting our college football preview. What'd you say? This Sunday?
This Sunday.
Courtney, Christy, listen up. This Sunday, we
won't need you guys for anything. We'll take care of all of our
got
goals.
it. Yeah, we got it. We're coming
I'll
over.
sneak out and sneak in.
He's coming over to my house, and we are deck lifing it up. Not like you do, but deck lifing.
Hey, deck life is awesome, bro.
So we'll be giving you the college football preview then. I know our buddies at Checkers and Wreckers come on at 11 o'clock. So
Yes, I do not want to embark upon their scheduled timing.
Thank you.
1 o'clock sounds pretty good to me.
1:30. Some ranch would be awesome when you get a chance, please.
So look for us. We'll be 1:30 somewhere around that area. We'll let you know when we'll pop on there. We'll be ready for that.
We'll post it. We're cool.
All right. What up, Jordan? My toilet bowl Gus Macker teammate. I forgot our trophy, bro.
How you gonna forget your trophy?
Because it's in the bathroom.
On the toilet is the toilet bowl champs, huh?
It's on the counter. If I had one of those floating shelves,
folks,
I'd have put it above it.
This right here is what you call a mac and cheese bite with ranch.
Ranch.
It's awesome.
So awesome. Speaking of that, that was a pretty decent weekend for the Thomas family and a friend of ours, the Anderson family. He played with his brother and his brothers and his son. So that was pretty good to watch them, play through that. My daughter, she played with some of her Carmel and her AAU team.
Okay.
Some Carmel and the Noblesville on there for girls that I do train in my off podcast work,
which is called
Advanced the Game Training. So we been working out and they played. They finished second. Little disappointing. They're probably a little angry because they went into it number 1 seed, going into the championship game, having to be beating twice.
I love you. You're my niece. I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, they were.
Can I say
it? They were not happy.
Can I say it?
Say what?
Second place, first loser. Don't ever underestimate anybody.
Yeah, the team that they played, they beat pretty handily on Saturday. So I tried to.
They're gonna be coming.
Tried to let them know that you beat somebody like that, they come back ready, and they came back ready. But it's a learning experience, so I think they'll be good to go.
Second place is nothing, man. I mean,
you're on the
don't
podium.
sweat it. Yeah,
you're
up
on
there.
the podium.
Among how many teams? I mean, think about it. It's Gus Macker.
Well, it's not as big as it used to be.
Still
I mean, but still, it was a quality bracket.
played how many games? 7.
Well, they played. No, they didn't play that many because they didn't win. They
Well,
didn't lose a
didn't
game
lose
into the
until
championship.
so 5
So 3.
to get to the
Yeah,
championship.
they
Right.
played 3,
But then they had to play 2.
and they had to play 2 more. Yep.
Right.
And, and Courtney Thomas said she said second place is the first loser. But I can tell you, these girls will come back and fire. They don't like losing, not at all. And I can tell by their emotions after the game, they were a little pissed off.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably could have got a 2-hour workout out of them easily,
We
easily
ain't going
after
home
that.
yet.
Not
We ain't going
easily,
home
but
yet.
it was a good
Not-
weekend.
Aren't
Lots
they
of
coming
fun.
to Kokomo?
Hmm?
Are they doing a Kokomo?
They already did Kokomo.
We were the
this
last
is
run.
this is the
in
last
Indiana.
one. Hmm.
Okay.
So it was pretty fun. All right. So
All
we got
right.
any last things that we want to talk about before we get? Oh, I guess we can talk about the Cowboys
For
and
what?
their ridiculousness that's going on over there. So was it a joke? Was it not a joke? And then you signed the guy that everybody forgot had a name to a huge extension. And then you want to say, well, if you be a good boy in the locker room, we'll take care of you, son. That's how I took that, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I'll let him answer after he chooses back if G's bites.
Wow, you went there, man.
But really, that's how it kind of looked. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, it's Jerry Jones. What do you expect?
That was a direct line of thinking to Zeke, Dak, and Amari.
What
Like,
do you
if you be a
think
good
Jerry
boy and you
Jones-
follow line and you stay in the lines, we'll take care of you.
Dallas won't be anything until Jerry Jones is gone out of ownership. And that's not going to be for a very long time, as long as his health holds up. Because I don't know how many kids he's got through hookers and everything, but I take shots at Dallas whenever I have the opportunity, folks. You see the color of my shirt.
That was amazing.
It is a little faded here, but there are 2 eagles right here.
Like owner, like players like owner.
I mean, I'm just saying.
It looks like a little shriveled up lemon head that had all the yellow sucked off of it.
Can't do that while I'm chewing.
So, last bit of useless football news before we get into our NFC breakdown. I guess we'll have to talk about how happy we Steeler fans are that Antonio Brown is now John Gruden's and the Raiders' problem.
Yeah, I mean, for you, man. And you and Rodney, I think. All right, I'm happy that he's not with the Steelers anymore.
Man, this is amazing. The fact that they thought that this guy was not going to be the same Antonio Brown.
What was going to change? What was going to change? You went from a disciplined program to a non-disciplined program. What's really going to change?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, and I'm not going to put all the blame on what happened in Pittsburgh all on Antonio. I don't put any blame on Le'Veon Bell. One, I'll talk about that, him and his comparison to Ezekiel Elliott. I don't put any blame on Le'Veon Bell because Le'Veon Bell was not under contract. So I have no issue, and that's the difference between them two. So I have no issue with Le'Veon Bell. He's trying to get his money. I have no issue with that. Maybe be a little bit more not so, playful in the media about it. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Maybe week 11.
Be more team.
Yeah, be about it. If you're gonna be there, be there. If you're not, not a big deal. But I think a lot of the issues was Antonio Brown. Twofold. One, because no one there in the organization is, really wanting to deal with your crap anymore.
None.
Two, I think you were butthurt because Juju Smith-Schuster had such a big come up. So I think you were a little upset about that, even though you still had over 100 catches.
I feel like everybody can hear my chewing from back here.
I can't, but
That's good.
okay.
All right. Sorry. Go on.
You know what I mean? But again, I'm not going to take any blame away from Ben Roethlisberger. You as the leader of that team, 2-time Super Bowl champion, you should not have allowed this
to happen.
to happen because you participated in this foolishness. So yeah, you have a lot to build upon this year as well. But
But you
that,
don't have a lot of time left.
no, you don't. I mean, he just signed an extension, but
For what, 3 years?
yeah. So, but whatever. I mean, you got he has an opportunity to have a good young team, but we're not talking about them.
Nope.
This is a curve back
We're-
to Antonio Brown. You know, I don't understand why y'all thought this was going to be any different. You know, we talked about it a little bit last week. The cryo thing, 100% your fault. I don't understand why anybody is not blaming him for that when every other um, athlete who does the cryo chamber knows that you wear socks in the cryo chamber. So that's one. That's your fault. Me, I'd have fined him because that was knowingly doing something to hinder our football team. Two, the helmet issue. Are you kidding me? You lost your grievance, and now you're going to file another grievance saying that you didn't get. Everybody got that year notice. Tom Brady told you on Get Up that we got that notice a year ago. So you got that notice. You had plenty of time to get your helmet together. And I'm with the Raiders. Hey, either you all in or you not. So he says, I'm all in, and he shows up. Oh, you know what? I'm going to file another grievance. So you're not all in. So I think it's time for the Raiders to say, then you're all out. But we know they're not going to do it.
I don't know. They may.
I don't know.
They may.
I don't know.
Al Davis wouldn't do it.
As Al Davis wouldn't have. Yeah, he would have. He'd have signed him. Al Davis would have let him.
Yeah, he would have signed
He'd have let him do it.
Well, the league's telling him he can't.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about the helmet, but the action. I'm
can't.
talking about his actions. His Antonio Brownism. It's gonna happen no matter what happens. And y'all say winning, cures all these ailments. I don't think the Raiders are going to win a whole bunch.
Okay, so is John Gruden's coaching career going to be tarnished by this?
I mean, I really don't think he really has. Me personally, I don't think he really has a coaching career.
I agree wholeheartedly
because the team
took over Tony Dungy's team down in Tampa Bay.
The team that you built didn't win a Super Bowl.
Right.
Y'all folded in the Super Bowl.
Completely.
The team that you won a Super Bowl with was Tony Dungy's team.
Mm-hmm.
And he took that same philosophy, brought it here to Indianapolis, and won the Super Bowl. So I don't really think that you really did anything. I mean, yeah, you had some great years of Monday Night Football. Everybody's a great coach at Monday Night Football. I can read defenses on Monday Night Football. You know what I mean? So I think it was a bad move to pay him that. I don't think it was a bad move to bring him back, but I think it was a bad move to pay him that much money.
What? 10 years, $100 million?
Yes,
that's ridiculous.
That's a bad move. What I mean?
Definitely a bad move. But that's a Raiders move.
Yeah, it is a Raiders move.
Anyway.
And to go back to what we were talking about, I mentioned a little bit about the difference between Le'Veon and Ezekiel Elliott.
You got to eat the other two.
Okay. The difference is, Le'Veon Bell was not under contract. So his holdout is legitimate in my eyes. I don't understand it because I was signed a franchise tender because I'm getting paid double what I was asking for a year. Getting paid double twice, and then when you leave after the second one, then you really making big money. So, I get it why you hold out because you want the security. I understand that. That's your right not being under contract. But Ezekiel Elliott, you have 2 years left on your deal. 2 years. So to me, your holdout is notwithstanding.
None. At all.
Period. You're under contract. Because if that owner decides, you know what, I want to hold out on paying you, you're gonna get the CBA and all that stuff involved and blase with breach of contract and all that stuff. If you're not playing and you're under contract, you're in breach of contract.
Yep.
Period.
I agree.
You don't play, you don't pay.
I agree. I don't disagree with you one bit on that.
So there you have it.
There you have it. So
Gruden is a cartoonish for a legacy.
It's too cartoonish for a legacy.
No, that's great. Hey, I think the best Gruden is the dude you don't see anymore. Frank Caliendo. I heard him on Bob and Tom.
Those away from me. You gotta eat them.
I heard him on Bob and Tom Friday,
He's good.
That's the first time I've seen him since the
He's
NFL
good.
dropped him.
He's good. I don't know why they dropped him. Why'd they drop him?
I don't know. Because they have too much of Chucky. Mike Caliendo's terrible.
That's worse than my Macho Man. Yeah, I said it.
Winning doesn't cure annoying. I mean, it does. Look in Dallas with the triplets. You know, Michael Irvin was annoying as shit to Emmett and Troy.
I don't know how Michael Irvin couldn't be annoying at all.
All right. But anyway, again, thank you for joining us here on our season finale.
I can catch. I can run. I can catch.
Hookers.
Yeah, everything. Pimp suit.
Thank you for joining us for our season finale of season 2, our NFC coverage. So now we are getting ready to run into our breakdown of the NFC. I think we've covered all useless things.
I don't know, John Wayne. I don't remember that. I am way younger than Rush Limbaugh commentating on Monday Night Football. No, I don't remember that.
Ooh, that reminds me.
That
we're in
reminds
football
him.
talk. The football community lost a legend.
Wow. People.
Bonacani from the Miami Dolphins back
Yep.
for their undefeated season. I don't remember watching him play, but I do remember seeing him inside the NFL on HBO back when I was a kid. That was like the first real sports show other than ESPN that
Was that
not
black and white or color?
Yeah, it was color, but it was the little box that you had to physically get up off the couch and go turn. But that's where a lot of my good football, interest was tweaked. Lynn Dawson and Nick Bonacani. So it was pretty interesting to learn a lot of my football from those guys.
There you go.
And to see him lost. And I think it's a cool thing that the Dolphins are doing. They're wearing a tag on their helmet the whole season. So that's pretty cool. Just thought I want to mention that out.
Yep. Well, I mean, while we're on that, Cedric Benson, people watch for motorcycles. Seriously. I want to get one so bad, but I don't want to be out on the road with all you people.
Cedric Benson.
Cedric Benson got hit by a car on his motorcycle and killed him. And he was only like my age, 30. Well, he was, I think, a year younger, like 36. Come on. Watch out for motorcycles.
Watch
all
out
right,
for
yeah.
anybody.
Well, yeah, watch out for anybody. But geez, come on, man. That's the only reason I don't want to get a motorcycle. Is because
and watch out for your drywall.
Strap that shit.
So,
yes, we know, John Wayne, you are old.
Hell, I'm older than him. How can he know him and I don't?
Because
I probably do.
You're ancient.
Chinese secret. I thought we just went over that. So it is now the 8 o'clock hour, and it's probably going to take us this whole hour to go over this NFC. And yes, folks, this week I did do my list. Dan is excited.
Me too.
So
I did my list too, Damon.
Yes, you did. So where would you like to start, Dan? Would you like to start with your people, or do you want to have your people go last?
Let's start with the North.
We're going to start with the NFC North. And if you are unaware with the NFC North, those teams would be Chicago, Minnesota, Green Bay, and Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I just gave you my list.
Your list straight down the way you
straight
think.
down for the North. Yes.
Say that again. Chicago.
I got Chicago winning the North at 11-5. I have Minnesota.
Hold on. You have the Bear. Go up. Let's go up. We went up last week for the
go
AFC.
from the bottom up.
Yeah,
Go to the bottom up.
So you got the Lions.
I got the Lions.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
At the bottom.
How many wins?
5-11. And I'm pushing 5. I'm pushing.
See, folks, every week I do my list before Damon.
But he doesn't share it with me.
It's on the same thing that me, you, Tommy Boy, and Howdy can all see.
Bro, I'm not even gonna lie to you. The last time I clicked on Evernote was probably got a good 4.5 weeks ago.
He's still copying my shit, man. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yes, the Lions suck. Sorry, Matthew Stafford. You're still going to be dead last in your division.
All my Detroit
All his
friends.
Detroit friends.
I'm sorry.
I'm helping him chew. He's
I'm
sorry.
sorry. Your team
He's
sucks.
sorry. Your team sucks.
Matt Patricia is going to go crawl back begging to Bill Belichick to give him his job back.
Nah, he ain't going back to New England.
Well,
Until what's his name becomes McDaniel becomes the head coach, and then they'll bring him back for his defensive coach.
something because he's
Yeah, he has
They
no,
need to-
he
they
has
need
no
to-
leadership, obviously, in Detroit. None.
yeah.
So who do you got next?
I got a tie between Minnesota and Green Bay. I got them both at 8-8, but
And that's not a
I
tie.
got
That's not a tie. A tie is 8-7-1. This is why I am the ass.
I'm gonna stab him. I got them with equal records at 8-8, but I have Minnesota ahead of them because they win the head-to-head.
So you have Minnesota over the Packers,
Yes,
correct? I am flip-flopped, but I do have the Vikings going 8-8, but I have the Packers winning one more game, and it's against them to make them 9-7. So, boom.
There you go.
What? All right. Yes, I still think the Packers have second place in the division over Minnesota. Minnesota's on its decline.
Okay,
So the number one team in the North,
it's Chicago.
the Bears,
Clearly,
the Bears.
and I don't think they're going to be challenged by pretty much anybody in that division. I'm
No.
sorry. Green Bay, I think they're down. They still have the great Aaron Rodgers and relaxing, but I don't know who he's going to throw the ball to. I'm not real secure in their defense. I know Howdy is going to
He's
gonna let me have it.
crucifying us right now.
yeah, he's going to let me have it, but I mean if you can bring some knowledge to my table, then maybe influence me to give them one more win, I will do that, but as of right now, I see you on the outside looking in. And I think it's Aaron Rodgers is distracted by every other athlete that's been distracted when you step into that tainted pool of Danica Patrick.
She ain't having no kids, so bazinga to Aaron Rodgers.
But there,
So you
So I
got
have
the
it.
Bears at 9-7,
I got the Bears at 11-5.
11-5. I got them at 10-6. We're
Yeah,
not
I
too
got
far off of
I
each
got the
other.
Bears being very dominant this year, and I think with Chuck Pagano not having to call plays for the whole entire offense, have to control the whole entire team,
Mhm.
and just focus on defense, I think the Bears are going to be really good.
I think the defense is going to is what's going to take them far.
Hey, Trubisky's going to have an outstanding year.
There's a lot of people undercutting him, man. I still think I'm with you, man. I think he's going to
Dude
have a
is-
good
is-
year.
He's
I don't
nice, man.
understand.
He's got all the tools. He can see the floor. He's tall. He's got a big, strong arm.
No,
He's
Rodgers.
accurate on the deep ball. He's going to be a good one.
He is. I'm sorry. Rodgers' stardom is not decreasing because he can't chug a beer. His stardom is decreasing for one because State Farm Double Check is no longer around, and Danica Patrick.
Yes. Yes.
I will agree with him.
All right. So that takes us out of the North.
Let's head directionally south from the North to the NFC South. The dirty South.
As unexciting as this
It's dirty.
as unexciting as this division is. Yeah, I think this is a runaway division for
Oh.
somebody, but I guess we'll start at the bottom.
Started from the bottom. What we got?
I'm pretty sure this is unanimous. We got unfamous,
Jameis Winston.
infamous Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I got him at 3-13.
Oh wow, damn! You ain't none No love. Nothing.
And they get those 3 wins because they bench him and put in Fitch.
He's not there anymore.
He's not there anymore.
No.
Oh, then they go 0-16.
Wow. I gave him 5. I gave him 5 and 11.
No, I
'Cause
think
they-
they're terrible.
I don't remember who they play, but I think they play like they have the Cardinals. Well, I know they have the Cardinals and the Redskins on their schedule, and I
Yeah,
think
I don't think they
have,
can beat them.
I think they have the Giants, so there's 3 wins.
I think they're luck into those games. Like the other team is just so sorry that they have no choice but to win the game.
That's possible. That's possible. So he got third in the division.
Who I got third in division? I have Atlanta. No, that's not right. I have Carolina. Sorry,
At,
Carolina, 6-10.
damn. I got the Falcons at 7 and 9. I don't think Matt Ryan has a team around him anymore.
I don't know. I like the little bit.
Matty
of,
Ice.
I like the little bit of a consistency that Matty Ice brings.
Ice.
Freeman, isn't he back?
Ice.
Matty Ice. We gotta do the Iceman on Top Gun. I know the running game is decent. Julio Jones is always a threat wherever he is on the field.
If you can get him the ball.
If you can get him the ball. Just the way how crappy this division is. I mean, I can't help but, put Atlanta a little higher up, in the wins, because I think they'll beat Tampa Bay twice. I think they'll beat Carolina twice, and I think they'll get lucky and beat New Orleans. Nope, I don't think that's who's going to beat New Orleans. I got Carolina beating New Orleans for their third loss at the end of the season because
they got to have everybody bench.
Because everybody is not playing. That's the only reason why I got Carolina instead of 5 wins. That's the reason.
All right, so you got Carolina at 6 wins.
I don't think Carolina's gonna be very good at all.
Third in the division,
and it makes my wife happy because she can't stand Cam.
She can't stand Cam.
Boy.
She's a non-Cam and stand.
You know what I mean? And Cam, I was on the fence, then I was off the fence, then I was back on the fence,
and now you're
then the girl, the statement with the lady reporter and the that kind of did it. I was kind of done. I mean, he's not in Jameis Winston's category with me yet.
He's almost.
He's close.
He's almost there.
So
he's almost there.
Okay, I just got a little more faith in Matty Ice's leadership to steal a couple more games than I do Cam Newton's.
It's all about the schedule, man. You got to look at the schedule and who they're playing, and it's like I still think the Falcons have a little bit more difficult schedule than the Panthers do, and that's why I got the Panthers second at.
Yeah, they might have a little bit more difficulty. I just think they're a better team than Carolina. I think Carolina is going to blow a couple games, and I don't think Cam Newton's going to finish. Yeah, and I don't think Cam Newton finishes the season.
When does he?
My point. That's why I can't put them ahead of Atlanta.
I still think Carolina is gonna have them up by 2. I don't think Atlanta is that good. I don't. You got Matty Ice. Yes, he's on the back burner now. In my mind, he's heading backwards. It's time for him to. Boosh. You know what I'm saying?
Not boosh.
Boosh.
Oh, cannonball and just swim away.
Boosh.
But I think this division is pretty.
Julio Jones goes somewhere else next year.
You think he's gone?
Yep.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised.
Nope.
And I wouldn't be surprised at all. But this division is clear runaway for the New Orleans Saints. I got them at 13-3.
Who they?
Who that?
Who that?
Who that?
Who that?
Who that?
You got them at
beat
what?
them Saints. They're gonna beat them Saints, boy.
You got them at what?
I got them at 13-3, man.
I got them at 11-5.
Okay.
Still gotta play my Eagles.
Yeah, I got them splitting with the Eagles. Home and home.
You're not supposed to say what you got later on yet.
Well, you're right. I like New Orleans. I think their schedule is set up for them to go through. I think most of their tough games are at home. So I like what they do. And Drew Brees, man, he is phenomenal. This is his curtain call.
Oh, yeah.
If that's a prelim to my picks, this is his curtain call. I like Drew Brees.
Mic drop.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I don't know who their quarterback's going to be next year, but I like Drew Brees.
Bridgewater.
Exactly. Because we talked about Bridgewater a bit when we mentioned Miami, how he turned down all that money to
Yep.
stay 1 year.
I'm gonna stay, get my Super Bowl ring, learn another year under Drew Brees,
Say
and
that again.
become.
You gonna stay and get your what?
That's what he's thinking. That's what he's thinking.
Yeah, I heard you.
That's what he's thinking. I'm talking in his person, not as Dan, not as the ass. Don't mess with me. We're talking about the real conference
Crab legs.
in the NFL.
He said
You hear
crab
me?
leg James.
Crap play, James.
Man, they'd have probably gave you the damn crab legs. But anyway, what are
I
you
mean,
looking
what are we
at?
talking about here, folks?
We're talking about crab legs. We're talking about crab legs, bro. Talking about crab legs or Dak.
So,
But anyway,
he said that. We're getting there. We're getting there soon.
So yeah, I like New Orleans.
I do too.
Defense is really good. Offense is outstanding, and everybody, long as everybody's healthy, I don't see a whole lot of teams that are going to be able to compete with them offensively.
No,
But their
I agree.
defense is quality enough that I mean, if they have a down week offensively, that their defense can keep them in games so Drew Brees can figure out a way to win the game.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I got
I agree.
from the South.
The South is locked.
The South is a lock.
Where would you like to head now, Damon?
Well, it's obvious where we're going to go because we're going to end with you guys. And I can't believe how do we spend so much more time on the AFC than we're doing the NFC?
I don't know.
I mean, is it the NFC that much where it's
there's some teams that are just, hey, it's our turn.
yeah, I don't know. I guess we go to the West. The West, the NFC West.
To the West,
you know
my
what?
brother, to the West.
The NFC West is kind of tricky.
Is it?
Know, I think it's kind of tricky.
Oh,
Obviously, the Rams are going to win this division.
What?
Okay, like I said it again. Obviously, the Rams are going to win this division.
So you're
But
on the bandwagon.
But no, I just look at the rest of the
So
division.
our show just turned a little bit slower now, folks. We've moved 10 minutes through two divisions. Now we're getting ready to rumble.
All right. So who in this division you think is going to finish higher than the Rams?
So at the bottom of the division, like we've started every other division, I'm going to go with the Cardinals. And unfortunately, Larry Fitzgerald again is not too good. Will they trade him? I don't know. Maybe they do. But Cardinals
He's
are only
loyal
winning,
to a fault. He's loyal to a fault.
Cardinals are only winning 5 games.
I got him at 4-12.
Yep, I agree. I'm with you. I mean, no, I don't agree. I'm with 5, but I agree they are the 4th team.
I mean, I just think that they are so inconsistent and so well, I don't think inconsistent the word. I don't think they're so disarray in the front office.
Well, and
I don't understand how do you draft
yeah,
a quarterback, your number one pick, and then the very next year you draft another one. You know what I mean? You didn't even give the time to give the guy time.
You gave him.
I mean, 1 year, a rookie. You gave a rookie,
right? Starting
rookie. 1 year. Oh, make or break year. He's a rookie. He don't even know how to NFL talk yet.
Now you got Kyler Murray.
All right, man. I'm telling you, bro. Preseason. You saw game 2 of the preseason between
the Redskins,
the Raiders. I mean the Cardinals.
The Redskins.
First game, yeah, the first. That's my point. The first game, you got some good things. We see some good things. And the second game, yeah,
you got picked off by the Redskins.
But anyway, so yeah, Arizona at the
Redskins.
bottom. Arizona's at the bottom.
Yes. Who you got at third?
At third, I have the 49ers.
I do too.
I got them at 7-9.
That's funny you say that because here's where the twist in the NFC gets a little nutty, folks. You ready for this? You ready for this?
Yeah.
The 49ers go 7-8-1.
That's great.
Says 7,
great.
8-1, folks.
He's calling ties now, folks. He's calling
hey.
ties.
I got to. I was feeling it. and that tie is going to play a factor here in a minute. You'll see where I'm going in this here shortly. Okay, so stay tuned. But yes, I agree with you that the 49ers will be the third team in the division. They are, that they're not a bad team. They're just kind of like you were talking about the Cardinals. Yes.
Why not?
The one would like a one.
One would like a one. And I agree with there's something funny
7-8-1.
there's something funny about both of these two teams,
7-8-1.
the Niners and Seattle.
Ooh.
Ooh,
You don't say.
There's something funny about it. I can't quite figure it out. They have pieces on paper that can get these teams going in the right direction and get Seattle back going in the right direction. But there's some same missing pieces, and those pieces that aren't unproven that's got me pulling away on a couple games.
They both suck, John.
You know what I mean? Like with the 49ers. You know what I mean? You got Garoppolo. One, I think you gave up a whole bunch of money for a guy who's only played 10 games.
Correct.
And then he starts the season with an injury and you missed the whole year.
Correct.
And now he looks terrible in the preseason.
Correct.
But you got so much leadership on that team with veterans coming in from other places like Richard Sherman that, maybe in the right situation, they might get that one win that can propel them to a different path. But I'm not really seeing it. So I'm kind of keeping them a little low. I think they finished the season well. I don't think they start well.
Yeah, they'll have a slow start. I don't remember. I'd have to pull up all their schedules. Thank you, Mariah. But I really did analyze everybody's schedule and looked at who they were playing. And there's some games that the Niners may pull out all of a sudden, but there's some games that's where it's like, yeah, you're not winning that one.
Yeah, they got some games that are like, no, you're not going to win that one. And then there are some games, it's like, even road games, there's like,
yeah, it's like, man, you might win that one. Maybe it's possible. That's why I got them at 7, 8, and 1.
Awesome.
So hold on here before we go anywhere else. I know you got Seattle at second, right?
Yes.
So you have the Rams at first.
Yes.
What is the Rams' final record?
I got them at 10-6, but I was really, really flirting with 9-7.
Tell me why before I discuss what I'm about to tell you. Because the ass is getting it in, folks.
I think this is going to be a golf issue this year. I think the defense is going to pull. I think the defense is going to be way more important to them this year.
Oh, I agree.
Than their offense.
I agree wholeheartedly.
I think golf is going to struggle a bit.
Are you saying
this
golf
year.
or are you saying golf?
Golf.
It's
Jared Golf. Golf. It's
golf.
I don't
Say it
think,
with me now. Golf.
Ping pong.
Golf.
Putt putt. I don't think Jared putt is. I just think for some reason I just feel that this is going to be a backstep year for him.
I agree.
Because with such a brash young coach that's like thinks outside the box. Sometimes you got to be in the box.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think the defense, Donald is gonna do some special things, but I think the offense is gonna hold them down this year. That's why I don't have them really high. So I could see them having a tie in that division with your guy.
So you're saying Seattle is 9-7 as well in second place, though?
I have Seattle at 8-8.
8-8. Okay.
I have Seattle at 8-8.
Let's hear you talk about Seattle.
I don't really have any talk about Seattle.
All right.
I mean, I just
there you have it.
I just know Seattle, they're good enough to win half their games.
Yeah.
I don't think Russell Wilson deserves the money that he got. And the money that he got prevents them from getting other players in there to continue what they built over the past couple 4 or 5 seasons.
I agree.
And that's all I got. I think I probably should know more players on that team.
Oh, man.
I don't. I think, and I've always said it, I think Pete Carroll is a shady dude.
I hate him.
He was a shady at USC,
Hate him.
and as you can see, the way my guy left the field last year
Hate him.
and flipping him off the field,
Boom.
that lets me know that he's still a shady dude.
Hate him.
And I'm not gonna really jump on board with Seattle in any other way.
Hate him. So, you ready for this madness now?
Madness.
Madness, folks. I got the Rams at second at your flirting with 9 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I am sketchy on the offense. Like you said, the defense is going to hold them in games. They're going to win some games. But I'm very sketchy on the offense and Jared Goff. Here's where it gets interesting. The Seattle Seahawks win the division at 9-6-1. Did you hear me? At 9-6-1. Diva complex.
So you got Seattle winning the division
Because of a tie to the 49ers.
Nice.
Threw it in.
Oh, I'm telling you, look, I bet you my guy sat in his throne room and thought of a way to throw a monkey wrench in this whole thing. And it probably took him about 2-3 days of constant thinking, like, you know what?
I'm going to tell you honestly, it was one bathroom visit. And we're not talking about the number one where I usually do. And was on and we were in focused. All right. That's all I could hear. And I really did.
Dad,
I was like, not no more. I can poop in peace. So, no, I really did. I was sitting there looking at it. I'm like, man, you know what? Out of all these teams, who's going to be this year's tie that's going to throw a curveball into the whole mix?
Yeah,
and I
it's
looked
gonna
at that and I'm like, you know what? I can see the 49ers going. I can see the Niners winning the game at Candlestick and tying in Seattle because the San Fran has a damn good record going to Seattle.
Yeah.
So there you have it. There was my curveball of the year.
That would be these two fingers
Split.
on the side of the thread. You twist it.
Flicking the wrist.
Black man teach you how to pitch.
Black man didn't teach me nothing, dude.
I didn't say you. I said him.
No, you didn't. You said you.
Yeah, you.
Not you?
You.
But you.
You. No, the other one.
That one.
Yeah, that
sure.
guy. So,
and here we are.
Dun, dun.
We have been waiting for this all year.
All year.
Man, we could have our own 900 number for all you friends out there. We're slinging.
Wow. I just thought we was going to turn into a relationship counseling, a relationship counseling show with soft jazz in the background.
Wow. Well, you know.
No.
All right, so we are done with the NFC West. We are moving onward to the NFC East. Who do you got at number 4?
Number 4, I have the sorry ass Washington Redskins.
Dun, 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 dun.
I gave them 5 wins, and 5 wins was because I was being nice.
I was totally with you on that being nice for 5 wins.
Because I didn't want to have 2 teams at 4-12. So I gave them 5-11.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, they suck. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
And
I'm not.
one of our listeners, John Wayne Buzzard, asked a little bit ago, who's more of a jackwad owner, Dan Snyder or Jerry Jones? They both suck. They're both idiots. They're not really idiots because they're actually team owners, so I can't really call them idiots. But Jerry Jones has at least been through the high times, and Dan Snyder sucks.
Hey, Dan Snyder, if you are a player, who wouldn't you want to play for? The guy throws away money like it ain't nothing.
Man.
So if you just want to play and get rich, go to Washington. He'll pay you. Um, I just think the Washington Redskins' woes come from outside of the organization, from all the pressure that they get from not changing their name.
Yeah.
That's the avenue that I'm going to go with because I can't come up with any other one.
Feather, not dot, right?
Yes, feather not.
Oh boy.
Yeah, because I don't want to call them natives after an article I just read the other day. So
No, you probably don't.
no, so
But
I'm just gonna.
you know what? They can go all the way to the end zone where they're not going to get into a lot this year.
Wow.
That was not towards the real Indian Americans. I need like a censorship over here.
I don't even know how to
Oh,
come back
shit.
from that.
Here
I
we
thought
go.
my Asian comment was bad.
I had to follow it up, man.
I mean, I'm sorry, but stereotypes do for a reason. They're short and can't drive.
And
we'll kick you in
Redskins
the
suck,
face.
obviously.
The football team.
That's what I was talking about.
Okay.
I mean, aren't we a sports show
Bro,
here?
you already know somebody's gonna clip us. When as soon as we make the big time, y'all remember back in their first season at the
Yes,
bar
I
when they
know. It
were
was
pro
actually the
bono.
second season in the bar. And yes, we were doing that. And yes, we did say that. You know why? Because it's true. We are talking about the sports team.
I can already see it's on TMZ now.
Wave.
No, I can't do it. All right, so
Censor.
we got the Washington Redskins as
At the bottom.
at the bottom.
At the bottom.
From there, I go to the
At the bottom.
New York Giants
Uh-huh.
for third, and I think they just get one more win.
I don't even give them an extra win.
They get the same record.
I got them both at 5-11. They both suck.
Yeah, I got one at 5-11, and I got the other one at 6-10. I got the
Yeah,
Giants at
I
6-10,
Honestly,
and I got them at 6-10 because Saquon Barkley.
Are you?
That's it.
Hey man, I feel sorry for Saquon this year.
But as you can see,
No, I really don't because I got to play him twice.
But see, if you look at it, I think they have a nice direction that they're going. Saquon Barkley is going to be a very good back in the league, and it looks like that this Jones is going to be a good guy.
Is Eli going to make it all the way through this season?
I think Eli goes to about week 7, and then they turn it over to him
Because
they
of
need him.
injury or because of play?
I don't think it's play directly involving Eli.
God, he had all
day
long to throw that ball.
I don't think it's play directly involving Eli. I think it's play of the football team that they're going to figure out they're not going to make the playoffs. They're not going to be a very good team. So let's go ahead and get this young guy in. I think what they need those 6 or 7 games for is to teach this young man football talk and to get his footwork right of coming out under center, because his whole college career he's been in the shotgun. And if you watch their preseason game last week of him coming out from under center, footwork all is wrong, turning the wrong way, giving the ball to the running back. You know, I mean, yeah, you can throw the ball. Yeah, you got a great arm. I see your precision, but you got to get your footwork down to coming out of that from under the center, because you're not going to be able to sit in the shotgun the whole time in the NFL. It just doesn't work that way. So I think that time is how he gets prepared. They're just going to have to throw him in there, because I think it's Eli's last year as a Giant.
No, well, I think it's Eli's last year, period. Unless he's playing backup somewhere, or Tampa Bay.
Arizona take him.
I disagree with sitting in the shotgun in the NFL. I think you can make it productive. I think you can make it efficient if the right plays are given to that plan. Because you got some of, I mean, okay, so picture a few years ago now, Chip Kelly's offense with Philly. Okay, you look at it, the way he was running the offense, it sucked because the plays just weren't there. I mean, you were putting a up the gut running back into a situation to draw, or not draw, but to drag down the line on each of these and stretch. It's like that ain't working. But if
that's like using to break it down for you people watching, That's like
Yeah.
using Jerome.
What do you mean,
You people. That's like putting Jerome Bettis in a stretch play
Yes.
instead of putting him going through
Boom.
the A gap.
I agree.
Or that's like putting
DeMarco Murray in an offensive backfield
Yeah.
to stretch.
and that's not his
DeMarco
game.
Murray played
That's
for
not
the
his game.
for the. Bleh. Never mind. I'm not even gonna say the name.
Those people.
Yes, you people. So anyway, yes, Giants barely over the Redskins. In his mind, I got them third because they win the division matchup between the Redskins. Who do you have in second place?
Because the other two teams suck so bad, I can't help but put Dallas there. I'll say that in the mic. Because the other two teams suck so bad, I couldn't help but put Dallas there.
So what do
Do
you
I
have
need to say
Dallas
it
at?
again in echo mode? I put the Dallas Cowboys second because the other team sucks so bad.
And what does second place?
The first loser.
What do
I'm
you
gonna
have
get in
him
trouble
at,
for
Damon?
that. I have the Dallas Cowboys at 8-8.
Okay.
I think they lose a lot of games early because Zeke sits out.
I don't see Zeke sitting out by the time games are playing.
Well, for one, Zeke came from the school in Ohio, so that lets me know right there he's a prissy little ass. So he's already butthurt because Jerry Jones made a joke. And now Jerry has to come back and say, well, I've earned the right to make a joke. But whatever. I don't see Zeke coming back right away. Somehow I did earlier, but now I don't. I think that he's one of those prissy little athletes nowadays that can't take the media, and he's just gonna stay down in Cabo and just hang out.
Maybe.
I think he comes back when he feels that the Cowboys really, really, really need him.
What week? Put you on the spot.
6, 5, 5. Oh, week 5.
Okay.
Week 5.
I actually got the Cowboys winning 10 games.
Your brother's gonna love you.
No, we still hate each other during football season.
Nah, I just don't have any faith in the Cowboys, man. I think there's too much. You got issues with the receiver, the quarterback, and the running back on contracts.
What's the deal with Cooper?
He wants a new deal too.
How do you get a new deal? You're still in the contract.
Preach it to the choir, brother.
Well, you can't. You got to.
So you got all these contracts.
Got to say that better next time. Anyway.
No, you're preaching to the choir.
Well, I made this list like before I knew about the Amari Cooper deal.
I mean, they all want to get paid.
So
he's
does
the one.
everybody.
He's the one that they're not talking about. But the one that they're talking about is Dak and Ezekiel.
Dak did say he didn't need $40 million. He doesn't deserve it either.
Not even close.
No.
And stop throwing his numbers up with Carson Wentz. Stop doing that.
Thank you.
Don't do that.
Thank you.
Y'all trying to make a point for this man to give $40 million that he does not deserve.
Thank you.
And if you give him $40 million, well, I'm probably never going to cheer for him anyway. I would never cheer for you.
Thank you.
I mean, that's just bad business. But Jerry Jones, from what I've seen, from what he says, and the way that they're going, he's like, he's going to play with you guys in the media about these contracts. But he, as you can see what he just did, he is going to make these contracts for his team. If you want to fit into the team, he's going to get the deal done. If you don't want to fit with the team, get on out of here. You know what I mean? This one thing I do like about Jerry Jones. It's the Cowboy way. He's going to do it the Cowboy way. If you're not a part of the Cowboy way, then you can get on out of there. And we can say whatever we want.
Like you said, boy.
I mean, whatever you can say, whatever you want.
That's what you said.
I mean, we can all say whatever we want about Jerry Jones and how lack the Cowboys are right now with front office stuff. But Jerry Jones does still have 3 Super Bowl rings.
He does
under his leadership.
He does, 20-some years ago.
So I mean, regardless, however far they go, he still have more than you.
No censor. Past the 8:30 hour.
But in saying that, I don't think the Cowboys are going to be worth shit. I don't think they're going to win 10 games, I don't think they're going to get close to winning 10 games. I think me personally, I was doing a favor of them giving 8-8.
No, I see them because they got to play the Giants and the Redskins twice. There's 4 wins. Well,
And
at
that's
least
it.
3 wins. Okay, but
And
it's
I
who
think they
play.
lose. And
It's who they play.
I got them split with the Eagles because of the game is so big between those two. But I got them beating the Giants twice, and I got them beating Washington twice.
Okay. So to get to the real news, where do you have the Philadelphia Eagles
I have the
sitting at number 1 in the NFC East
at 12-4.
12-4. I love you, man, but I got them at 11-5.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're going to win the division. It is theirs to lose. Let's just say that.
Only reason why I got them at 12-4 instead of 12-5 because I think they split.
Well, I don't know how they'd be 12-5.
No, not 12-5. You know what I meant.
No,
Yeah, so.
these people didn't know.
11-5. I had them. I was flirting with that 11-5 and 12-4, but I think more home games.
They do split with Dallas.
I do split. I split them with Dallas.
I'll agree with that. They do split with Dallas. I'm actually going to be Tommy Boy and I are actually going to be in Dallas first weekend in November for our buddy's wedding.
I'll be in Vegas.
And him and Ashley are going to go to the game that Sunday. Yeah, it's that same weekend. Yep. And they're going to the game that Sunday night. Philly's on a bye that week. Like, oh, man, I was really hoping that was the Sunday night game.
That would have been great.
Oh, I wouldn't have been coming back till Monday. Christy would have either flown by herself back home or went to the game.
She'd have been going to the game.
Not going home.
She was not going to fly by herself.
Nope.
I know better than that.
This is going to be a fun flight out, let me tell you.
So my division winners
in the morning.
My division winners, I got number 1 seed at New Orleans at 13-3. Number 2 seed at Philly at 12-4.
Hold on here. Let me back up. You got what?
New Orleans? I got New Orleans number 1 at 13-3.
I agree.
I got Philly at number 2 at 12-4.
I agree. Well,
yes, the seedings.
Seeds.
I got the North. I got Chicago at 11-5 at 3. And the host of the wild card game, I got the Rams at 10-6. Is that correct? The fourth place division team is the wild card host, correct?
Yeah. I mean, I have. Well, so is the third place team.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have Seattle in that game.
Right.
In that 4th seed, I should say.
Yeah.
And then who do you have 5th?
I didn't. The Cowboys. Yeah.
See, he's looking at my notes now.
No,
folks.
I got the Cowboys.
He's
I got the Cowboys at the wild card, and I have Seattle.
So we just have them flip flop from where they're at.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So divisional round.
I skipped that. I went straight for the AFC.
Well, you went to the AFC.
I mean the NFC.
To the wrong division.
I meant the NFC.
Conference.
I went straight to the NFC. I told you I went straight to the NFC Conference Championship game.
So the NFC divisional round will be the Cowboys at New Orleans.
Loss.
And the Bears at the Eagles.
For you. For sure.
For me.
Yeah.
And I have the NFC Conference Championship game with the third matchup of the season against the NFC East rivals, the Cowboys at the Eagles. With the Eagles heading to the Super Bowl. Non-biased.
I have the Saints and the Bears in the NFC Championship game, and I have the Saints representing the NFC in the Super Bowl.
So you have the Bears?
Yes.
You have the Bears beating the Eagles?
Yes.
Why? For revenge from last year?
Nope, all defense.
Really?
100%
They have
defense.
a better defense.
Yes.
Here's where our show gets good.
Yes.
Folks.
They have a better
Tell
defense.
me how.
One name.
Khalil Mack. How is he so much better than the whole defensive line?
That's it. One name. That's all. You asked me why, and I told you. Khalil Mack.
You're dumb.
We'll see.
Why? Okay, Khalil Mack, yes, he's a hell of a player. He's a possible MVP candidate already. But come on.
I just like
Shut up, John.
Thank you, John.
Shut up, Dustin. God, all you guys are idiots.
Yeah, I got Saints and Bears, and it was They got Saints and Bears. The Bears I really like. I really like the Bears with Mitchell Trubisky.
You were
I
on
think that
his sack,
man, I
weren't you?
think they're going to be really good. But I think that
You
New
know what I'm doing?
Orleans,
I'm slinging.
I think New Orleans pulls it out with the home field advantage coming down there to the dome. You know, those guys are going to come. Chicago's going to come down there. They're going to get that good food, that good Cajun gumbos, and they're going to be ready to play. Like most people come down there, and you know, what I mean, they might do one of
I
them
mean, would you
them
really? If
voodoo
you
dances.
hold on. If you were a player on any other team except for New Orleans, and you head to New Orleans in playoff time, are you really going to eat anything?
Listen,
I'm not.
Listen, there's 53 players on a
I
football
will
roster,
wait.
and I will guarantee you
I will
that they know
wait.
more NBA players than they know football players.
True.
The football player gonna go right on in there. Let me get that whole bucket of that shrimp boil.
Oh, you play for them? Okay. Well, you know I'm around there.
We'll get some of that Gatorade. Because the football.
We suck at
But
imitations tonight, folks.
and I have New Orleans representing the Super Bowl or representing the NFC in the Super Bowl, facing the Kansas City Chiefs,
All right.
which will be
Which will be
the
Drew Brees'
will
first.
be the highest scoring Super Bowl in NFL history. Drew Brees wins his second,
Nope.
and he retires.
Nope.
Andy Reid is not going to get a Super Bowl.
I can't disagree there. He's a hell of a coach. You can't do it in the playoffs. You can't do it.
I got the Saints winning it all.
Well, obviously, you heard my Philly pick. You heard my Indy pick. And obviously, there is no doubt of who I'm picking to win the Super Bowl this year.
As y'all can see,
EAGLES, Eagles.
as you can see, I didn't pick my team because they were my team. Like
I
somebody
didn't either.
else
I
did.
picked them because they're good.
I did not pick my team. My
I
team was
didn't
good
either.
too.
I picked them because they're good.
Your team was not getting out of the first round.
Man, I'm gonna put a bet. You want to bet? I
No.
bet my team goes farther than your team.
No, I don't even see that.
You want to bet?
No.
What do you want to bet?
Yeah, I see.
No, what you wanna bet?
I ain't bet nothing.
Pussy.
I just don't think they're going that far. I don't have the confidence in your team
No.
as you do.
Okay. Do you have
Even though I still
do
gave
you
them
have
12
the
and 4,
confidence in
and I
your
still
team?
gave your team higher wins than my
Do
team.
you have a confidence in your team?
I gave your team higher wins than my team.
You're not answering the question here.
I always have teams. I mean, when I pick out my cards,
So
when I
let's bet.
when I pick out my cards, when I make my money, when I bet my cards during the season, I will pick Pittsburgh every week.
Okay. So what
I'm
are we
not
betting?
I'm not betting.
Why?
Because I'm
'Cause
not
you're
going
scared.
to bet. No, I'm not scared.
Scared.
I'm not scared
Be
because this is a
scared.
foolish bet. Because if they played each other, I would bet. But they don't play each other, so it doesn't affect it. But I don't think. And what is crazy
Because
is
the AFC is
listen.
worse.
I picked your team. No, across the board,
The
I think the
AFC 's
AFC is better.
I agree. I agree.
But I picked your team to be better than mine for one, because my team's schedule is harder than yours. For one, and then for two, your division is terrible.
And
And so if you don't win your division, I mean, if you don't finish 12 and 4, I think it's a letdown season for you.
I'd say
Because your
11
season
and
is
5.
perfectly set up for that.
I'll say 11 and 5.
Yeah, I think it's perfectly set up for that. But I don't think that you have the firepower to compete with New Orleans. I'm sorry,
You got
don't.
us losing against Chicago, so we don't even have the firepower to play against that.
I got you.
Khalil Mack.
Yeah, I don't. Because don't you got to play Chicago in? Don't y'all play them in? Y'all play them during the
Chicago?
season, don't y'all play them in Chicago?
I'd have to look.
I think that's the reason why I picked them to beat you because of that
because
game.
we beat them in the regular season.
I mean, I don't know when you beat them. I don't care when you beat them last season.
No,
or if
I'm
you beat
saying
who.
that's what I'm saying. This year, you asked if we played them in the regular
Mhm.
season.
I
And
think you
said,
play them
that's
in
the
the
reason I'm
yeah.
going to pick them over you. Is it because we beat them in the regular season, so they come back and beat us in the playoffs? Is that what your reasoning is? I'm trying to listen to your reasoning.
No, my
I don't like
reasons
your
is
reasoning.
I mean, I don't think you even get to Chicago in the playoffs.
That's who you got us going against.
No, I got you losing.
To Chicago.
Yes, I do. Yeah, you'll lose both games to Chicago then. I mean, I have more faith in Chicago than I do you. I'm sorry.
For what though?
And it's
No,
it's
I'm not
really
even
all
gonna
just
get in it.
because of the playoffs. I think they're going to be a better team.
Playoffs? Playoffs?
Is he dead?
Did he die?
Mr.
Mora?
Trubisky is garbage.
Thank you. Whoever said that. Who said that? Who said it? Who said Brian O'Brien? Hey, Brian O'Brien.
The same guy that's all about your Philly getting beat by the Saints. Right
Wow.
again. Saints
Wow.
win. Breeze retires on top. Ray Lewis, Peyton Manning went out with championships.
No.
No, no,
No.
no what?
No.
But yeah, but it's
What do you mean? What do you do?
What?
Hold on.
What?
What are you disagreeing with him for?
Who?
You picked the Saints to win. So what are you disagreeing?
I'm not disagreeing with anybody.
You're like, yeah, right.
About Mitchell Trubisky is what I'm
see,
talking about.
now I'm caught up now. Oh, well, he is half garbage. When he plays Philly, he's going to be garbage.
Carson Wentz will be injured by week 3, and you have no Nick Foles to fall back on.
I can't. Who do we pick up? God, who would we had Sudfield. We picked up another quarterback because we were actually looking at Kaepernick. I don't remember who we picked up. Somebody better than Sudfield, hopefully. Doesn't matter. Philly's winning.
Wentz needs to be wrapped in bubble wrap.
I mean, I'm be fine with it.
Where is Breeze on your
All-time?
top 5 all-time quarterback list?
Third,
fourth, fifth, somewhere around there.
between 3 and 5, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Brady,
the GOAT.
Yeah, Brady, Peyton.
How is Peyton better than Montana?
I don't think I'm yeah, Peyton. Yeah.
Peyton.
Let me think about that. Montana. I would go Brady, Peyton, Montana.
And I would even say
Marino,
Aikman.
Breeze.
Aikman. How are you not going to put Aikman up there? 1-3.
I don't think greatness. I put Marino up there and he won none. I don't think Marines make you great.
No, and I agree that, but Troy Aikman's not a top 5 all time. And this
I only named off 4 names.
Okay, so now you're going to tell me? Well, I was going to say Aikman was 5th.
I know I wasn't.
Who you
I
gonna
didn't
say?
go past 5th. I stopped at those 4.
So who's 5th?
See what I have? No, I have 5. What do I have? I have Peyton. No, I have
Brady,
Manning,
Montana,
Marino, and Breeze.
Okay, who's 6?
So that would be
Troy Aikman,
Unitas, Brett Favre,
Hollywood, or no, Broadway.
Broadway Joe. No.
He was good at drinking.
Maybe 11 for him.
He was good at drinking.
12. Yeah, I mean,
what did he tell that reporter that one night? And he was slosh.
I'd like to
Monday
kiss
Night
you.
Football
I like to kiss you.
I like to kiss you.
Steve Young is not on my list.
Well, who said that?
Brian O'Brien.
Brian O'Brien.
Steve Young's not on my list.
Brian O'Brien.
Elway is on my list.
Yeah, he's up there.
He's top 10.
I'd almost say he was better than Unitas.
I can give you that.
Yeah.
I can give you that.
I'd have to go with that.
But the only thing sucks. Terry Bradshaw, no.
No.
I'm a Roethlisberger fan. You can't be both. No, I'm just playing. Terry Bradshaw was decent, but I don't think he's top 10.
Staubach was better than Bradshaw.
Yeah, because back then you really wasn't a lot of quarterback prowess. It was more on the running games.
I mean, Bradshaw had the Franco Harris
Hey man, I'm a Pittsburgh fan, and I still don't know if he caught that ball.
No, it hit the ground. I've seen it. Have you seen that slow motion?
I've seen every slow motion. I've seen the Pittsburgh slow motion.
He didn't catch
and
that.
I've seen the other slow motion.
Jim Kelly. Hey, you know what? Jim Kelly was a hell of a quarterback himself. I mean, if we're talking about
I like Jim
If
Kelly.
we're talking about positions, as in strictly quarterbacks of all time, then yeah, Jim Kelly's probably up there in the
Doug Flutie, no.
what?
No. College, maybe, but NFL, no.
Did
The CB,
you
the
really
CFL.
just rub that into me?
Oh, my bad. All right, I'll go to the CFL. How
I
about that?
forgot to bring in my Notre Dame ornament that Royce brought last week. It's in my car still for this reason.
Why do you keep throwing out names? Did you really put RG3 in there?
Well, he's laughing too at that. So.
Yeah, I mean, I like Jim Kelly, but I mean,
You get the 4 Super Bowls and can't win one.
yeah,
4 in a row.
In a row.
They're all 4 against the NFC East minus Philly.
Aaron Rodgers.
No.
Top 10.
Phil Sims.
God, he's a terrible analyst.
Wow. Hey,
his son sucked too.
Chris Sims.
Yeah.
Didn't he play for Tampa Bay? And
I thought
got
he played. I
rocked?
know he was at Texas.
Did he played at Tampa Bay, I
Mm.
think. I mean, he got rocked. I mean, bad.
Jim Kelly is 2-3 Tecmo Bowls. And Jim Kelly was. I mean, I haven't liked Jim Kelly.
I think
And he's got a great story.
I think John Wayne's hit the liquor store earlier today.
The kids must be at their mom's.
Yeah, something. Oh man.
But that's a good debate. That actually kind of brings you into something. I know the NFL Network just put out the top 100 of all time.
See, it changes every year.
I like to see the top 100 of all time.
Changes.
Not the top 100 of this.
It
this
still
season.
changes because you could have somebody that's 48th right now, and all of a sudden jumps to 12th, and you have a shift and all that.
Yeah, but
Now
you
I'm
still
being
like
now
to
I'm being
see-
like anal.
Yeah, you are. You're being a little ass.
I'm the big ass. The little ass is at home with the asterisk.
It's asinine.
Ba-doom.
Who the hell is Aaron Brooks?
You don't remember Aaron Brooks?
Who the hell is Aaron Brooks?
Trying to remember
And-
Aaron Brooks.
Okay. See,
Hold on.
Now, don't
You know what? Wasn't he a Colts quarterback?
Sam Bradford.
I like this Brian O'Brien, but man, no.
Hey,
Wow.
Mark Sanchez has the best fumble of all time.
Butt fumble.
I'm anxious to see how bad he's gonna be at college commentating.
You know what? Hold on here. Sam Bradford should be up in the top 3 quarterbacks of getting contracts out the ass and not being able to
Kirk Cousins.
Alex Smith.
Scott Pollard.
Wow. Sanchez.
Austin Crozier. Oh, did I switch
Did he?
sports?
Oh yeah. Okay. He played for the Saints. Aaron Brooks.
I remember it now.
I do.
Yeah.
You know what? Did he play for the Colts at one time? I'm for some reason am thinking that. Now I know we had Bill Brooks, but I'm not thinking Bill Brooks. Help me out here, Brian O'Brien. Come on, man. Come on, man. We need you. We're slinging. We're waiting.
Wow.
I just like saying we're slinging because I see it all the time on TV. Genius. Wow. God, bro.
Shoot, what would you say? Dante Culpepper.
Who was the biggest
Steve
bust quarterback in the draft? Over 300 pounds.
Oh.
Dante Culpepper.
Jared Lorenzo.
Man, let's not talk about him. He just passed away.
I'm talking about football, not
He
him.
just passed away, though.
I mean,
He
we all
said,
have to.
"And?"
We all have to.
Yeah, I don't like talking about it yet.
Okay. I mean,
I'm young.
you act like he went to Notre Dame or played for Philly.
No,
All right.
he went to Kentucky.
Geno Shelton. Geno Shelton. That's the wrong name. Geno. Didn't he get punched in the locker room?
Is it Geno Smith?
Yeah, didn't he get punched in the locker room?
I believe so. Yes,
Like broke his jaw right before the season?
maybe.
Yeah.
All right. So that's our NFC talk tonight. Real quick, and we might just cut it.
Marcus Russell.
Yes.
Wow, that was
That
just as bad
dude
as
got
Vince
big.
Young.
Man. Okay, so we might cut it just a couple minutes early tonight.
No,
Maybe.
no,
But
but
I want to talk about real quick the picture you had me look at right before the show. Explain the whole Ronda Rousey finger hanging off and explain what happened.
she's filming a movie. I think it's 911.
Good God, man!
And they were doing a scene where a boat fell on her hand and damn near cut her middle finger off.
And when he says "damn near cut it off,"
That thing is dangling.
Wow!
But she finished the scene.
Finishes the scene with her finger like literally hanging off. You know, hold on here. I'm going to show our wonderful crowd here, Jeff Hosteller. Hey, he did win a Super Bowl, right?
Jeff Hosteller, that is awesome. Blake Bortles, should we even mention his name?
Who?
Danny Warfel. Tim Tebow. I don't like Denver Tim Tebow. I like Florida Tim Tebow. I like SEC Tim Tebow, but I don't like Denver Tim Tebow.
Okay, hold on here. Let me see this. She does look like she's in pain too. Oh, it's not. Hold on here. That's ridiculous. Oh God.
He's failing miserably.
They're all blurred.
Well, if you
hold
haven't,
on here.
he's got one.
Oh yeah. Look at this thing.
He's trying.
Look at this thing.
Yeah, that's terrible.
It's literally hanging off, people. And she finishes the scene.
Yeah. And they say, hey, I think you might want to get an ambulance over here. Ambulance. Ambulance.
Yeah. He said don't worry about bringing the ambulance.
You just sit back and we'll take care of you, boy. Well, there you have it. Season 2.
Boom.
Episode 20.
Boom.
Season 2 finale.
Boom.
NFC breakdown.
Yeah.
I can't think of nothing else because I was never a preacher. But again, we've had fun hanging out with y'all as we do every Wednesday.
Yep.
Be on the lookout. We'll be back live with you guys from the bar, Stadium Tavern, in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
But you will see a show from us this upcoming Sunday.
Yep.
Sometime in the afternoon where we're going to give you our college preview.
After Checkers and Records.
Yep. After Checkers and Records at 11 o'clock. Go check them out for the NASCAR and IndyCar races for the week. Let's see.
That's funny, Brian O'Brien. He said she can double click her mouse around corners. That thing did look nasty, man. It was like split, hanging, and up. Oh,
it was great. So, but thanks again for joining us. We appreciate all of you.
Yep.
We look forward to seeing you guys back for season 3 in 2 weeks. And we got some pretty awesome new things coming up for you guys. So we'll keep you posted and live. And if you ever need any advertisement or sponsorship involved with us here at Black and White Sports, you can hit us where, Dan?
BWSports1.com.
I really thought you was going to give them the information website or email.
The email. I'm sorry. Whoops. info.bwsports1@gmail.com.
Boom, boom, boom.
But now they know where to go to catch all the happening.
Well, all right. Well, that's a wrap for us. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Boom.
Or Sunday.
I was going to say, catch us Sunday after Checkers and Records for a college football special. He is the one. I am the ass. We are Black and White Sports. And Damon, what do we do every week?
We keep it sporty.
Bam!
Hit the damn button so I can dance to the open door.